What is up, Zero Gang? My name is Zero Vlogs, and today we're going to be talking about Candace Owens and pretty much exactly what's been going on with Candace Owens' life. She's been taking over the internet by storm, absolutely. This woman has gotten to beef with Cardi B. News media outlets are attacking her. This woman is probably the most talked about female in America right now, if anything. And we have Joe Biden literally falling up the stairs.
All right, Joey, up the stairs, but watch out for that sniper fire. No, get down, they're still shooting, get down. Just fucking with you, get up, you dumb bastard. And on up the stairs, turn around, salute the Marines, and do it this time, don't say it. Good boy, Joey, now get in the plane. Jesus Christ.
He's one of the first presidents, or probably the first president, to fall up the stairs. Perhaps the gravity works a little bit different for him, where maybe a gush of wind pushed him up. I'm not really sure, but somehow he fell up the stairs. But I do give respect to Joe Biden. He did salute our troops after he stumbled his way up the stairs. All while Kamala Harris is laughing at the kids being put inside of cages at the border.
Do you have plans to visit the border?
Not today, but I have before, and I'm sure I will again. Yeah.
I don't know if you guys know this or not, but I don't find it too amusing with kids being locked up inside of cages. For some reason, Kamala found humor in this, and I have pretty dark humor, but I don't find too much humor in this. They don't have any windows. I don't know why she does, but it's very distasteful. While that's happening, what's also happening simultaneously in the world, people are attacking people to drive through. I don't really know what's up with this whole drive-through. People are attacking people with drive-throughs thing, but a lot of stuff is going on in the world. People are hungry for the food. They're attacking people. Joe Biden is falling up the stairs, kind of laughing at kids being locked up in cages. Cardi B attacking Candace. Candace is attacking Cardi B. All while Kamala isn't saluting our troops. She's not giving respect to the troops. That protect America, man. She literally walked up those stairs. Usually how it goes, they're supposed to salute our troops and say, you know, respect to the troops. Every single person, the vice president, president, are all supposed to just give a little respect to the troops, you know, our soldiers, etc. Just to, you know, be like, hey, thanks for being here and, you know, protecting me, right? She walked right up those stairs. She didn't fall, but she walked right up those stairs, just went into the troops. F them troops, man. Do your jobs. You know, I'm trying not to Chris get demonetized. But let's talk more about Candace Owens. I just want to give you guys a little bit of an update on what's going on, man. I wanted to cover all these topics, but there weren't enough about it, so I just wanted to kind of add it in this video a little bit so you guys know the craziness that's going on. I will be uploading another video this week as well. If you guys are new to the channel, make sure to like, subscribe, and comment. It helps out my video get out there in this jungle that we call YouTube. So make sure you guys like, subscribe, and comment. I want to hear your guys' thoughts on those things that I just said. But we're going to break down what's going on with Candace Owens a little bit more thoroughly, because this video is about Candace. But if you guys have not heard, Candace and Cardi B got into it again. And it's no surprise because Cardi B is such a miserable person. I'm going to give you guys my final thoughts on that a little bit later on in the video. But we're going to pretty much watch how this whole thing started. I could not find the original tweets, so I'm going to have to find it on YouTube. So we'll be reacting to that together. And then we're going to move on to what Candace is up to now. Because Candace moved on. Cardi B is still back there whopping it out and stuff like that. So with that being said, let's watch this together and figure it out. And make sure you guys like, subscribe, and comment, alright?
Candace Owens replied, "Just at me next time directly. You are a cancer cell to culture. Young black girls are having their minds poisoned by what you are trying to package and sell to them as empowerment. I'm one of the few that has the courage to tell you the truth. You should thank me."
Yo, Candace.
That is correct.
Candace is rough, man.
Cardi B's
Jeez.
behavior is not.
I did watch a little bit of that Grammy stuff. I think there's a line where she says that she doesn't cook, doesn't clean, but she still, with the man still gotta buy her a ring. Some BS like that. That type of stuff, other young women see this and they reflect that personality, that persona on other men, and that's why a lot of the time the relationships for all couples really don't work. But more importantly, the black community, considering that I guess Cardi B actually isn't even black, but people think she's black. People treat her like she's black, so she's black. All right, let's watch the rest of this.
She said, the reason my comments always get you into your feelings is because deep down you know what I'm saying is true. You're in a position to empower young women to aspire to something more than taking off their clothes, but you don't feel that you can be more.
Dang.
Again, not wrong.
Ouch.
Hey, Candace continues along these lines. If you think making your husband a sandwich is a sin, but popping your vagina into another woman's vagina in front of the world is power, you are a lost soul. And that was a response to Cardi B suggesting it was really, really bad that Candace Owens had once said that you should make your husband a sandwich. She said, you always love to mention my husband's skin tone. So let me ask, what color are the people that are encouraging you to strip in front of the world? This is a good question. Who owns your record labels? Who owns CBS and the Grammys? Who made the most money off of your WAP? You sold it to who? So this is Candace just destroying Cardi B in real time.
Ouch.
Millions of young girls follow you. At your best, you are self-deprecating and humorous. At your worst, you are naked, shoving your vagina into another woman's vagina while thrusting a topper. You are at your worst on the Grammy stage. Do better, Cardi B. Okay. Correct. Okay, so Cardi B responds. And then she responds with a fake tweet from Candace.
I want to say something about Cardi B that's really true. I think she hates herself, man. I think she absolutely hates herself. I think that she wants to be more, but it's like, what can she do? She's in this predicament where if she does anything else, people won't watch her and she'll just be nothing, right? Or she can keep doing what she's doing, keep living the lifestyle that she's living. In fact, I really feel like she has made terrible business choices and financial choices. And I feel like she's very desperate for money. Now, I don't have any proof of this. I know I made a video. If you guys haven't seen that, Cardi B is broke. So check that out right here. Watch that video. Cardi B is broke. But I do just a hunch. I feel like she's really broke. She's in these, really schemy ads, and she's just what was it? Coin Master. She was in Coin Master, and all people that does Coin Master, they're usually really, really broke and not getting anywhere in life. And I mean broke as in she's deep in debt, like millions of dollars in debt, right? When a celebrity broke is different from like a normal person broke. Celebrity broke is usually they're super deep in debt. Sure, they're making a bunch of money, but all their money goes to all the debt, so they're holding themselves, but they're poor. You get what I'm saying? There's a lot of people that make a bunch of money, but all their money goes to their bills. So they're actually poor. You ever see those guys that make $500,000 a year? And they're always like really broke? It's because they have a bunch of Lamborghini loans out and they have all these homes and all this other stuff. So I feel like she's at that point where she has to do all this stuff to maintain her lifestyle. It isn't so much that like she's living her lifestyle, enjoying it and constantly making a profit. She's maintaining it by doing all this stuff, because if she doesn't, she's going to be homeless. Another thing I want to bring up is that the fact that Cardi B responded to me in on Twitter, she actually tagged me, grabbed my stuff, and just tagged me and started talking crap about me, which I didn't even know. If you guys want to watch that video, check that out somewhere up here. I was doing this, but somewhere up here. If you guys want to watch that, make sure you guys check that out, because it was really bizarre to me that Cardi B would tag me. She found my video and talked some crap to me or whatever about her not being broke. It just shows how easily she's offended and how easily she's hurt by words and how much she hates herself. Because if you're looking on the internet, because that's what she has to do. That's what she's doing. She's looking on the internet to find crap that people talking about. That's the only thing I can think of. And she found my video and was like, I can't believe this guy's saying that. Why would you even care what I have to say, right? So it just shows to me that Cardi B is so bothered. She hates herself and she hates her life so much that anything can tick her off. And of course, someone as popular as Candace Owens can get on her skin way better than I could, obviously, But I just want to share that with you guys from my own observation. Cardi B is a very sad soul. Everything that Candace said is 100% true, and that's why Cardi hates it so bad. Because Cardi can't say anything. Cardi, she makes women look bad, right? She can't rap. I know that's debatable, but she can't rap. She's just, a glorified H.O., if you guys get my drift, She's basically having sex on stage. She has to do all this stuff because if she doesn't, she won't make the money, and probably won't make the money to hold her lifestyle. She doesn't have a choice. Like, all these other people, Beyonce, I'm not a fan of her. Beyonce has other choices Jay-Z has other choices. He can go in different fields. He's a rapper. He's, he owns real estate. He has his own clothing business. Has this, has that. Cardi B can't do that. You guys get what I'm saying? Cardi B can't do that. And if she is doing it, it isn't doing well enough. So with that being said, yeah, Cardi B is she's in this weird place, right? Where she has all this popularity, all this fame, all this power, you know who's the ones that are really in power, but she has all this power for the people. And if she stops doing it, people just aren't interested. In fact, she said herself in a tweet, she said, you guys always say that, I always do all this sexual stuff, right? And she's like, because if I don't, you guys don't F with it. Which is true, because no one cares about Cardi. She uses a booty, a throat, and a vagina. And that's all people want to see you be. Because that's what you brought yourself. Whatever you start with is whatever you're going to end with. She's a stripper. She's going to end being a stripper.
My husband did cheat on me with my brother. Yes, he said no when I asked to join them. Okay, it's a fake tweet. It's an obviously fake tweet.
Candace would never say
about that. And Cardi
that.
B then tweeted out, not you talking about two women thrusting their vaginas together while your husband and brother slap bleeps and balls together. Well, would you look at that? Wow.
Wow.
So Cardi B is such a genius, she bought into an obviously photoshopped tweet. Okay, full-on obviously photoshopped tweet. So Candace replied, I am literally laughing out loud. Cardi, my dear, that is clearly a photoshopped tweet. Only one of us has a husband that sleeps around, which is... Fact check, brutal but true.
Ouch.
Man, don't get into Twitter fights with Candace.
Candace
is this particular.
Candace is rough, bro.
Oh, wow.
3, 4, 5 times?
You was trending the whole day when you tweeted this, and it was published on a lot of blog outlets. You're right, mine sleeps around. Yours sleeps at your home with your brother, bleep boxing while you tweet me. Yeah, so semi-literate response there from Cardi B.
Because she always speaks facts. Whether you agree with it or disagree with it, you can always say that Candace is spot on and she doesn't talk any BS, man. But let's get back into the video.
Are you dead serious right now trying to substantiate a photoshopped tweet? Asking one more time before I get the lawyers to make you publicly admit you're lying and embarrass yourself.
Ooh.
Okay. And then she says, for your information, I do have a brother, a private citizen, who you are slandering right now with this photoshopped image that you are now publicly claiming you saw tweeted in real life. You want to admit you lied now, or get sued so I can expose you as a liar? I win either way.
Oh, bro.
And then Cardi B.
Hold up. Yo. Candace be on it, bro. She takes no L's, man. She doesn't take any L's. She's always spot on with the stuff. Have you guys noticed that she's always spot on with it, bro? She takes 0 L's.
Quote, not you being mad at me for what you tweeted and is published on a public blogs. I ain't made it up, honey. Google it yourself. And then she proceeds to tweet out a bunch of bizarre fringe blog websites in substantiation for the idea that Candace tweeted something she clearly did not tweet. So finally, Candace concludes, yes, just spoke with my family. I'm 100% suing Cardi for that nonsense. You can't just start throwing out wild lies against private members of my family because you're upset someone called you out on your degenerate performance. I'll keep you all posted. Okay, now, here is the thing. If you look at the headlines in the media today, Cardi B gets completely destroyed in this particular exchange. I mean, just wrecked in this particular exchange. Because, number one, she has no response to the idea that she is not actually acting in an empowering way. She's actually acting in a degrading way toward women.
She is.
If you wonder if that's true, ask yourself, if a man made that music video of two women acting like that, okay, and the two women were not famous, would that be considered an act of empowerment or an act of degradation?
So, Candace, man, she definitely annihilated this chick, man. It's to a degree where it's almost embarrassing for Cardi B. One thing about Cardi B is that she's not very smart. She's not very smart, and the fact her persona is that she's this, loudmouth, I don't care. She's an entertainer, right? She's very entertaining. I'll give her that. But she isn't very smart, and that's why all these businesses and all these corporations, the people that's pulling the strings, the puppet masters, those are the guys that control Cardi B, and they want Cardi B to be this idiot. Because guess what? When Cardi B does dumb stuff like this, the people that are really in control, they don't take any L's. Smart people don't take L's. That's the thing. They aren't taking any L's. They put her up there to be an idiot, a puppet, a clown, and she is a money pig. She makes them money. You get what I'm saying? Candace can annihilate her, and the people behind the scenes, they don't take any L's. They wait till this blows over, and they're like, all right, here's the next thing we want you to do. And no, she said, I have a lot of influence. I have a lot of power. And she knows that, but she still does this. And I don't think that she does that on her own free will. I think that she does it because she's told to do this. To be that famous, to be that influential, you have to be a puppet. I don't care how rich you are. Jay-Z, Beyonce, all of these people, they get to that level of fame and they keep being number one for years, keep being number two, keep being relevant. They're puppets. Now, they're rich puppets. They're very wealthy, unbelievably rich puppets, but they're puppets not in the lane. But the people that talk out of their lane, if you notice, they either get destroyed or that they bring themselves back up. Kanye got destroyed and brought himself back up. The problem with Cardi B is that she tries to do the same thing that these other artists do. Like, for instance, she tries to do what Kanye's doing, for instance. Kanye talks about other subjects, he gets into other things, but the difference is that Kanye is knowledgeable about what he wants to talk about. Now, people say he's insane, but he isn't. He's actually very intelligent. Or even Jay-Z or some of these other artists, what's his name? David Glover, for instance. He steps in other lanes because he knows what he's talking about. Cardi B isn't very smart. She knows she has all this power, so she thinks that like her fame can just, you know, hold her through the way of the stupidity. Like, you guys saw that whole thing with Joe Biden. A complete disaster. She had no idea what she was talking about. She just, you know, she didn't even do any research. Obviously, she just rode the road, you know what I mean? She just let the red carpet go down and just walk down. Like, she didn't do any research whatsoever, so she goes into these things being like, well, I'm Cardi B, they're gonna accept it, because you know how one of the things when the person's famous, they believe anything that they say, kind of how The Rock was like, I endorse Joe Biden, even though he didn't even sit down with Trump. The Rock and Cardi B, again, The Rock is actually an intelligent man. You can tell The Rock is very intelligent. I don't like The Rock, but he's a very intelligent man, while Cardi B is just an idiot. The Rock didn't go in, you know, talking about Joe Biden and making a bunch of like, you know, stupid claims. Now, don't get me wrong, he's very biased and very fake, but he did speak about truths that had to do with Joe Biden that benefit Joe Biden. He wasn't talking about, I want him to do this and do that. Like, you look like an idiot. You can't have a suit on making bird sounds. You get what I'm saying? There's a time and place for everything. She's bringing that Cardi B character in situations where it just doesn't belong. So she looks like an idiot. So that's one of the biggest problems with her. She brings the same personality, the same persona that gets her through all this other stuff. Because she's an entertainer, she brings it into other things. Cardi tried to get into a fuss with someone that is her superior, period. Now, Cardi's more famous, you can even see she has more money, sure. But intelligence is not her strong suit, and she needs to know that. It's like The Rock getting into a fuss with Candace, for instance, right? Like, The Rock isn't dumb enough to put himself in that predicament. She is dumb enough because she's like, well, I'm Cardi B. I can do it. You know, I can ride this out. People are going to be on my side just because. The same way I was making facts in my video and a bunch of people came after me, even though it was a bunch of men too, a bunch of like simp beta men that's coming after me. You talking about a chick, bro, blah, 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 doing all this stuff, even though I made a bunch of points in my video. And she actually came and attacked me, by the way. But they didn't care. They just like, look, you talking about Cardi, I like Cardi. It's time to get to your throat. And that's what she's used to. That's how she rides. That's how she gets through life, right? Being a celebrity. But you can't apply it to everything. And that is why Candace Owens annihilated Cardi B so bad. Cardi B is still shaking her poontang and putting fish odors in the air. Candace Owens is actually helping out real world problems in America. So let's check that out, and then that's going to be it for this video.
About it openly. She's the host of Candace, and we're happy to have her on tonight. Candace Owens,
It's
thanks so
classy.
much.
Look at her. It's
for
classy.
coming on. So if you're, I don't know, Sheila Jackson Lee, and you call yourself an African-American leader, and you're encouraging millions of foreign nationals to come to the country, you're basically reducing your own power and the power of your voters. I mean, over like the next 10 years, soon. Why does no one mention this?
Oh, I mentioned it for the last 4 years. I sounded like a broken record. I have been warning Black America that this is what was going to happen if the Democrats assumed power, that our vote was not even going to become a topic of debate much longer because they would flood in illegal immigrants. And that's exactly what they're doing, Tucker. And it's sad to see. I mean, I didn't have a crystal ball. And I will say this, let's stop calling it a border crisis. I was able to predict this because this is a border plan. This is what the Democrats want to happen. This is why they're not answering any of the questions that you have tonight, because they want to import these illegals. They see them as their next victim voters. What I mean when I say victim voters is that they're going to implement the same plan that they have executed successfully on Black America for the last 6 decades. What comes next for these illegal immigrants? Free stuff. Free healthcare, Tucker. Free hotel rooms. More free stuff to make sure that I, the Democrat that I want you to vote for forever, stays in power. Vote for me and I'll give you more free stuff. And it will keep going on and on like this until they wake up and realize.
One thing I want to say is that one of the biggest problem with free stuff is that free stuff hurts the middle class. We, the working people, pay for this free stuff to keep us from getting up there, and it keeps the lower class, or whatever you want to call it, keeps them down, so they don't want to work and they get free stuff, right? But it keeps them at a certain level, so they would never succeed, or they would never rise up, while also keeping the middleman, the middle class, down. So because we're paying for all their stuff, then it keeps us down, makes it harder for us to succeed. That's how it works, guys, and it's really messed up.
That their lives are not getting better. Black Americans are just about starting to wake up to conservative principles and realizing that their lives have not gotten better under Democrat policies. And what happens? Well, it doesn't matter anymore, Tucker, because now they're importing a new block of voters, and those voters are Hispanic illegal immigrants that are coming over the border.
So, I mean, if you're, it's so nicely put, if you're Maxine Waters, you just completely betrayed the community you claim to represent. Completely. How do those, I mean, are people starting to figure this out? Are her voters starting to figure out, wait a second, it's over?
Exactly. Well, Maxine Waters doesn't care. I mean, she lives in a $6 million home outside of her own district. She's done her job. This is what she sold out Black America for. This is what Sheila Jackson sold out Black America for. Al Sharpton, Jesse Jackson, they don't care because they got paid. It was never about Black America. These were the puppet masters to make sure that Black Americans remained allegiant to a party that does not help them.
Real talk.
Man. No wonder they want to make you be quiet. Candace Owens, great to see you tonight. Thank you.
Yeah, Candace she takes care of real world problems. I have nothing but respect, and she's very motivational to me. She gets stuff done, she works hard, and she fixes real world problems. You know, she doesn't sugarcoat it. If you don't like her, that's fine, but you can't say she doesn't talk about real problems. Cardi B's over here just whopping it up, if you guys get what I'm saying. You know, she's just, you know, I get it. Cardi B's an entertainer. She's a rapper, or whatever you want to call it. But at the end of the day, Cardi B doesn't do anything other than mess stuff up. That's all she really does, right? She makes communities worse. She's very confrontational. I've seen so many posts where chicks would be like, I'm single, I'm not looking, but you can take me out to eat though. What? So they do this because of people like Cardi B, you know? They do this because of people like Cardi B. I can say a lot more about this, but I don't want to get too off topic. But they do this because of Cardi B. Cardi B, you know, she always says a woman doesn't have to do much other than do the WAP, right? And WAP isn't enough. I'm sorry. WAP just isn't enough. I'm really proud of Candace, man. I can't say much, but I'm really, really proud of Candace, man. I can't express exactly, I'm trying to keep in the TOS about stuff like this. It's a really touchy subject when it comes to politics on YouTube. But ultimately, Candace annihilated, and she's moving forward, and she's going to make America a better place. People like Candace will make America a better place. Yeah. Like I said, I don't want to go on and on, guys, but you guys like this reaction, you guys like this video, make sure you guys like, subscribe, and comment. I really appreciate it. The negative effects of people like Cardi B influencing the youth and females in general. I got a big video coming for you guys about that, and hopefully you guys find it interesting. I'm doing a bunch of research, so make sure you guys look out probably this week or next week for a video like that. And as always, guys, I'm not arrogant, I'm just confident. Thanks for watching.